Yes, thanks a lot. So thanks a lot everyone for first of all, thanks to Magnus Group for giving me a chance today to present the case. So I think many of these fisheries and aquaculture professional are already aware that this year has been celebrated as International Year of Cooperatives, and hence this theme because right now I am engaged quite deeply into the fisheries cooperative sector here in India. So I will be happy to share all the thoughts that I have. So we'll go through various pointers over here today. What we will see that what the global cooperatives are, their general understanding, the top 300 ones of all types, then turnover wise, which are the global cooperatives with inclusion of some fisheries activities. Then we'll also see the global cooperatives turnover per GDP per capita, top 10 cooperatives, and whether there are any fisheries activities included under them or not. Then we'll come back to the status of fisheries cooperatives here in India, and what are the different government schemes those are available for their strengthening or for proportion. And the last one, okay, what is the ecosystem available particularly for the fisheries cooperatives, like which sort of incubation is available, kind of those things. Okay, so we'll see one by one. First we will start with the global cooperatives, their general understanding. So far, almost now here we have taken the 300 cooperatives and the bifurcation of them. So here you are viewing that most of these cooperatives which are spread across the globe, they are from the agriculture sector. Like 35% contribution is coming only from the agriculture sector. Overall 105 cooperatives are there, and these are from all the sector. It is not exclusively something related to the fisheries, but the general scenario from agriculture. Then if you see, the cooperatives are there in the insurance sector, and the most important part again is coming from the retail and wholesale trade, followed by then the rest of the sectors like financial service, industry and utilities, education, health and social work, and last one is the other services. So these are the top 300 one as per the bifurcation of the different sectors. Whereas when we see the top 300 turnover per GDP per capita, here there is a little bit variation in terms of the percentage. Like earlier we have seen that there are 105 cooperatives, whereas when we considered into top 300 turnover per GDP per capita, in that segment then agriculture and food industry again is on the top, but with the contribution of 34.3%, followed by the insurance sector which contributing around 29%, and followed by wholesale and retail trade with a contribution of 18.7%. So this is just the generalized segment for your information, because as such there is no any proper information available on the cooperatives, their bifurcation so far and so forth. Now if we go by type, then there are different segments. Like one type is their producer, then consumer cooperatives are there, then mutual cooperatives are there, then few of the coops are there which are the non coops but controlled by the different coops. Then few worker cooperatives are there, then some multi stakeholder cooperatives are there, and there is only one which is a kind of say producer plus consumer per user. So this is just the differentiation in terms of, first one is the top 300 turnover used by that type, whereas the downside picture is of top 300 turnover per GDP per capita. I just request few of the participant to please mute their mic so that disturbance will not become. Thanks. Thank you. Then here, if you would like to see how is the geographical distribution of this first 300 cooperatives, then the maximum is coming from the Europe. Now, the population wise, if we see, then it is from the Asia Pacific. However, can I request the organizer to mute the mic of someone who is speaking in between? I will stop until then. Shall I continue now? Thanks a lot. So here the geographical distribution, when you are viewing from the Europe, almost 166 cooperatives are there, From Asia, almost 40 cooperatives are there, whereas from America, almost 94 cooperatives are there. So from Asia, if you see, from India, where I belong to, the three cooperatives are there who are representing in the top 300 turnover global cooperatives, including all the sectors. Whereas now, if you see the top 300 turnover per GDP per capita, here now the count of Asia Pacific has been increased to 54 from 40, and the inclusion of almost 15 cooperatives from India. When we look at the total for the Europe, it is 158, with France leading on the top, followed by Germany and Italy. Here you are viewing that Africa is also contributing. From Kenya, one cooperative is there, whereas from Americas, overall 87. Top by United States of America, 41 cooperatives, followed by Brazil with 21 cooperatives, followed by Colombia, 10 cooperatives. So this is just the information that I am giving, that there are cooperatives which are into the different segment, and they are doing the wonderful business. Now, how much business that they have did, it is not small. It is 2409.41 billion US dollar. So that's a huge amount, I can say, precisely from the cooperative sector. And if you see the more than $50 billion turnover, the almost 2.7% contribution is there, whereas in between 10 to 50 billion US dollar, the contribution is of 46 cooperatives. In terms of percent, it is 15.3%, whereas in between 5 to 10 billion USD per year, almost 57 cooperatives are there. The contribution is around 19%. So these figures which you are viewing, it is published in 2023. However, the figures have been taken from the data of 2021. Okay, so what that we have seen, where the generalized structure, that how is the bifurcation of the cooperatives as per the sector globally, the top 300 one. Now what we will see, that turnover wise, if we are going forward, then which are the top 10, and whether any among them are following also the fisheries activities or so, that we will check. So here are those top 10, of course, turnover wise from 2021. So here you are viewing that Group Credit Agricole. It is from France, and they are nothing but a French international banking group, and one of the and world's largest cooperative financial institution. Look at their turnover. It is 117.01 US billion dollars, with the employees of 1,47,000. However, that count may have increased, the turnover also may have increased, but what was the data available with me, that I was showing. Now look at the left hand side, Reve. I don't know how many of you have heard about this group, as I was from the retail background. So I was knowing this group, but I was also not knowing that it is one of the biggest cooperative, particularly from the retail end. This is a German diversified retail and tourism cooperative group based in Cologne, Germany, and their name comes from uh, certain things, that pronunciation is little bit different, but meaning of it is Western Buying Cooperative Auditing Association. They are really doing a very beautiful business, not only in Germany but throughout different parts of the globe. And most notable thing is the seafood business, the fisheries and aquaculture business is also happening very beautifully and in very much organized manner under the Reve group, one of the biggest cooperative group that is involved in the retail segment. So these are the top 10 ones, and why I have just noted down these first two, reason being they are also involved in the into the fisheries. Now let's see how the Credit Agricole group have been involved in the fisheries segment, because we are related to the fisheries and aquaculture aid. So this group have involved, like they have the ocean protection programs, and they are doing multiple activities, like different programs they are consistently supporting. One of them is the Living Beaches interdisciplinary research program. Then they have also did the study on the impact of the ocean acidification. Then they have created the Pure Ocean Endowment Fund, then a gesture for the sea upcycling, and one of the most what I can say, a different kind of project what they have did is the plastic odyssey. This is nothing but building a prototype catamaran using plastic waste as a fuel, and that catamaran has actually started voyaging from certain country, I think, if I am not wrong, around 2 years ago, and it is continuing. So they will understand those impact, that what it will come. We have to follow through their websites to know the update, but that is what they are doing it. So basically it's a financial group but having a very good activities, particularly in the fisheries. Now here is another case study of them. Like everyone is aware about the country Taiwan, one of the good country where they are doing fishing activities in some good way. Now one company is there with the name NGP, nothing but New Green Power. It is the leading developer and operator. It is the leading solar developer and operator in Taiwan. And what Credit Agricole is playing the role, that they have been mandated the role of mandated lead arranger, hedging bank, and green loan coordinator in 2023. Now this particular group, they have the fishery solar assets with a total capacity of 78 megawatt, and with support of this Agricole group, now that portfolio have been increased to 116 megawatt. So this is one of the activity, and a different kind of activity wherein this Credit Agricole group have been involved. Now this is one of the cooperative, one of the global cooperative, but they are supporting through the activities in a in the different countries, I can say. So this is one of the example which I found interesting. Now coming back to the second example, Rewe Group. It is based in Germany. Now you see, when they have founded almost in 1927, now active in more than or in 21 countries. Look at their sales or the turnover, close to 84 billion euros, not even US dollar, it is a euros. And their EBITDA is 5192 million euros. Employees, if you see, it is more than 2,50,000. Whereas if you count their stores and travel agencies put together, they have a footprint of 9,232 stores count, you can say. Now when they have established, the numbers were small, but today now they have more than 1,800 independent retailers. Now they are the part of the Railway Group. And what figure that you are viewing, it is their generalized structure, that how they are operating. So being one of the very leading retail group, you see their footprint, or what I can say, their influence throughout the globe. Being the boss in the Germany, they are doing a brilliant business of around 40.4 billion euros, particularly through retail, and having the store count of around 3,674. Whereas if you look at the international presence, there also they do have the presence of more than 4,500 stores with the business of 19.2 billion euros. Now these are just the different bifurcation, and why I'm showing this in much detail, because I don't know how many of you have the idea about the cooperatives, but this is one of the best example to be put in, because they have quite good business of seafood also, which will come in the next slides. They have DIY store count as well, 274, convenience stores almost 16, whereas travel and tourism related agencies or stores 703, that is the count. So these are the figures until of last year, as of 2024. And here you see the different sort of new initiatives or experiments which they did, though it's a cooperative. Now look at their stores in the Munich, Berlin, or Hamburg, which is coming soon, or may it have come already. Now those are the pick and go. Then the second, it is the basic supply stores, Nakub box. Then if you see at the Romania, one store live in the Bucharest. Whereas convenience to go, if you are viewing, then they have kiosk live, two store live in Vilnius. Then two public locations might have come, that is again in the Germany, and in Hungary also they are present. Now going to the direct consumption, Railway to go smart kiosk is also there. Then Railway Ready Smart Automat is there. Railway Ready Smart Shop is there. So almost all sort of things they are already tried, or they are trying. Now why I am telling you all these things in very much detail, reason being, The number of retail stores are there, the number of seafood section is there. Number of seafood section is there, that means the availability of seafood is there, and the sale will also there. Now here comes the main picture. The seafood activities or the seafood which is available at their stores. Now in India also we are finding the number of what I can say, the fisheries retail groups. Now, how it differs particularly from the railway group, or you can say one of the good global cooperatives, they have dedicated guideline particularly on the fish and seafood side. They have the supplier code of conduct. Now, I believe all of you are from the fisheries and aquaculture segment, and you are very well aware about the different sustainable seafood certification, be it MSC Marine Stewardship Council, be it a Global Gap, be it Aquaculture Stewardship Council, or there are number of other certifications which are available in the market. Now, going particularly for the private label fish products, Railway Group particularly has a policy that all the private label fish products should come from the certified sources. That means if your private label product is not sustainably certified, they will not allow you to enter inside the stores, means for vendors. In other way, they are ensuring the customer guarantee that the customer should get a very clean, neat, healthy, and most importantly compliant with all the standards kind of fish. Now here they are also taking care of all the label standards as per the ILO, that is International Labour Organization. And though in India tuna is not so famous sold fish, having said that, it is one of the major global commodity. And when this railway group particularly is going for the sales of tuna, they prefer that it should be MSC certified, or it should come from the fisheries that is registered with the International Sustainable Seafood Foundation. And wherever possible, the FAD avoidance they are preferring, means they are going to that deep that they are even calculating, or they are even viewing that which kind of method of fishing is being used. Now, what is FAD? FAD is nothing but the fish aggregating devices. Now, coming back to the aquaculture side, majority of the fishes, those are coming from the certified sources, and they are preferred GGN global gap. Now, GGN is nothing but the global gap number. This is certified farming, and it is one of the kind of certification. You will get all the details on the website in case if you have more interest to do so. Now they are not just stopping over here just by creating those codes. Now major information and voluntary information, they are completely giving it on the labels when they are displaying the fish. Now what in under major information, what all they are covering, nothing but the trade name, but obvious has to come, but they are also giving the scientific name, production method they are giving, which is whether it is wild caught, it is an inland one or an aquaculture one, which is the catch area, whether it is a wild, or in case of inland, what is the water of origin. Now it's the international company, so if it is coming from the outside country, or you can say from the other country, then that farming country name is also there. Now catch method is also there. Among the voluntary information, sub catch area also they provide. In case of aquaculture, farm region also they provide, gear category used, then the type of aquaculture, all sort of information they are providing, so that to gain the trust of the customer. And in some cases additional information is also there for wild caught, country of origin, fishing vessel, fleet, fishing period, port of landing, date of processing, factory production, all those information it is there. As far as aquaculture is there, which is the aquaculture farm, husbandry method, fishing date, date of processing, and factory production. So what in short I wanted to say is, this is one of the global cooperative which is working in the different sectors or different arena, and they have also included fish and aquaculture in a very 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 good way, and they are following all the standards that must required over there. Now in India also, you may not be viewing that all the animal welfare strategies has been followed or so at a very standard level, but now here among all the international, you can say the entities, those are in the business of sales of fish, they are following it. Now here animal welfare policies, what that they are following. So if you see, in the long term they are aiming 100% tracking codes on the packaging of their fish mono articles for the private label products. What was the status? You see, 84% 2021 they were successful, 2022 95.6% they have achieved their targets, and in 2023 91.4%. So on an average, even if you see, they have crossed the 90%, whereas down the line what it means that 100% certified private label fish should be there, means private label fish product should be 100% certified with the number of sustainable certifications what they have mentioned, and the average achievement is close to more than 85%, being the highest particularly in the 2023. And most of these strategies are very well followed, particularly in the Germany. So this is about how the fisheries activities are particularly getting followed at the global cooperatives, those who have the turnover at a very high level. Now we will go to the turnover per GDP per capita, top 10 examples with few of the activities in case if they are doing into the fisheries. Okay. Now, fortunately, both of these top cooperatives are from the India. The first one is the IFCO, that is Indian Farmer Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, established in 1967 with only 57 member societies, but now they have grown over a network of 35,600 cooperatives. Their last year turnover was 41,243 crores Indian rupees, whereas everyone is knowing about the Amul. GCMMF is a very famous name in India. It is largest food product marketing organization with the annual turnover of US dollar 7.3 billion in 23-24, and it is the largest milk cooperative in the world. Now here you may be weighing that IFCO has been put on the first place and Amul has been put on the second place. Those figures are from 2021, whereas on the right hand side and left hand side, whatever figures that I have mentioned, that is particularly from the current ones. Now let's see what that they are doing. So if I have to speak about the IFCO Group India, the global cooperative, here you are viewing that they have more than 35,600 plus member societies. How much coverage of farmers? This is most important. Almost 50 million plus farmers that they are already reaching. 20 subsidiaries, associates and joint ventures are there. They have the logistic arm, service to farmers arm, rural finance is there, Kisan Sage is there, rural retail is there, agrochemical is there, general insurance, fertilizers, including nano, all these things that they have already grown up. Their presence, almost there are more than 500 plus field offices. At 4 international locations they are present, 10 manufacturing units are there, 21 state offices are there. As per my information, this is the second largest fertilizer cooperative in the world. Now if you look at their sales, or particularly the net worth is close to 28,454 crores Indian rupees. And no matter how much is the sale, many people or professional look at what the actual profit is happening. That also, if even if you are viewing in 24-25, it was around 3,698 crores Indian rupees, which is quite pretty well. So turnover wise they are doing very beautiful. Profit after taxes, that also if you are viewing, it is 3,811 crores Indian crores rupees. So doing very well. Now the main thing is which are the different ventures and whether the fisheries activities included or not. So these are nothing but the national ventures that they have did, which you are viewing. And among this you are viewing that Aquagri, that is related to the seaweed business, and we will view that in the next slide. Whereas when we come to the international ventures, they have a tie up with the GIFCO, that is Jordan India Fertilizer Company, then Oman India Fertilizer Company, and the Kisan International Trading Feeds. So these are, and I think one more is also there. So these 4 5 international ventures are also there. Now the most important is from our point of view is what is there for the fisheries related activities. So Aquagri, they are the lead manufacturer particularly for the seaweed based products. Product coverage is there in more than 21 Indian states, and as per their organization information, they hold the 13 manufacturing plants. Now most important what we have to look is what impact that they are bringing. So as per the sources, the reduced methane emission in cattle by 35%, reduced chemical use in fertilizers by 25%, minimum average crop yield 15%, annual metric ton carbon reduction 7,000 plus. That is, they are claiming that 7,000 plus metric ton carbon reduction they have did. Female workforce more than 75%, and families employed more than 1,000 plus. So they used to supply earlier to the company PepsiCo. Now they have separated and they are doing it on their own, attached now to the IFCO group, which is again one of the global and major cooperative from India. They have also taken care of all these important SDG goals, not only of goal number 14, but the rest of the goals as well, which you are viewing on the downside. Okay. Now coming back to the second example of the global cooperative, that is GCMMF or Amul India. It is the first strongest dairy brand, second strongest food brand, and out of 10, 7 most valuable dairy brand as per the Global Brand Finance Report 2023. Established in 1973, and members, they have almost 18 district cooperative milk producer unions. You look at their producer members, 3.64 millions, very huge. Then number of village societies, cooperative societies, I am saying 18,600. And what is the capacity per day? 15 million liters. Milk collection 35 million liters. And look at their turnover for the 23-24, 59,545 crores Indian rupees. Now, if we look at from our fisheries and aquaculture point of view, the SDG 14 they are following, but as it is a dairy, there is no any connection of a fisheries. However, under the SDG 14, what they are doing is rainwater harvesting. So that is one thing that they are doing. However, being the global cooperative and doing a wonderful business, I am just sharing over here. This is the model which they are following. Now, if I have to talk about the India, almost 28 state federations are there as far as the dairy part is concerned, whereas in Gujarat, GCMMF is there. Then overall India, 245 district unions are there. In Gujarat, 18 district unions are there, particularly for this milk cooperative. Now, VDCS means Village Development Cooperative Society. So 18,169 village level these cooperative societies, those are supplying the milk to the district milk unions. District milk union supplies to the state milk federations, and from Amul everything is getting processed. So this is one of the beautiful chain which they have developed, and one must see how actually they are operating. Now under water stewardship they did a very good things. It is coming under the responsible operations. They are following the SDG goal number 13 related to the climate action. Then clean water and sanitation, SDG goal number 6, whereas goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. So water reuse also, the milk condensate contributing to 40% of their total water consumption. So last year only they have celebrated their 50 years, and it is what I can say, one of the largest dairy cooperatives in the world. And the farmer-owned dairy cooperative, I can say, almost they are claiming that they are nourishing the 142 crores lives daily. This is the eighth largest milk processor globally, and really doing wonderful business, I can say, even empowering almost 36 lakh women dairy farmers. Very good things to be understand and to get activated into the fisheries side as well. Now coming back to the main thing of the fisheries cooperative status in India, as an emphasis being given. uh, so look at the now just one more thing I would like to tell over here. There is no any specific number which is available for the number of cooperatives available in the world, particularly for fisheries. Now what I mean to say is there are fisheries cooperatives available throughout the world, but there is no any systematic record has been maintained. However, coming back to the India, the database is there. For example, only these primary cooperatives, even if you look at the number, more than 8 lakh cooperative societies are there. put together 27 sectors, and out of that fishery cooperatives are there. The total count is 25,649. Here also you are viewing it diagrammatically. So you are viewing this trend that how the different cooperative societies are there. Even the largest one is the housing cooperative societies, 1,91,734, whereas for fisheries 25,649. Now there are different states, and as per states, if you are viewing the number of fisheries cooperatives here in India, if you are viewing the Maharashtra state where I belong to, it carries more than 3,000 fish cooperative societies. Madhya Pradesh close to 3,000 cooperative societies, whereas Telangana also covers more than 5,000 fish cooperative societies. So quite good presence is there here in India. Now out of those 25, 535, if we divide into the functional, non-functional, and under liquidation status, then more than 20,000 or close to 21,000 fisheries cooperative societies are there, which are in the functional status. Okay, in urban areas very few societies are there. The maximum contribution is coming only from the rural side. So this is as per the functionality, the bifurcation I have mentioned it over here. So there is good number of functional cooperatives, I can say, in all the states. Now multi-state cooperative societies, if we have to see, then there are only nine cooperatives are there as far as the fisheries segment is concerned, whereas put together all other sectors it is 1607. Okay, then these are the more detailed info that which are the different fisheries cooperative societies are there, which are present in multiple of states. Okay, and this is just the diagrammatic representation of the top 10 states who are contributing to the maximum number of fisheries cooperatives. The first one is the Telangana, followed by Maharashtra, and then Madhya Pradesh. This is just for your information. Now the main picture is whether these fisheries cooperatives are getting support for their upliftment or for their strengthening. The answer is yes. Now this is one of the very good scheme which is in operation presently. The name of the scheme is strengthening of primary fisheries cooperative societies as a fish farmer producer organizations. The project cost is close to 544 crores Indian rupees, and it will benefit around 2195 FFPOs in India. The major objectives here is the strengthening by upliftment through all the necessary support. All the funding will be provided. The major scheme holder is Department of Fisheries, Government of India, and implementing agencies are NCDC, that is nothing but the National Cooperative Development Corporation. It is under Ministry of Cooperation, Government of India, whereas the other implementing agencies are NAFED and SFAC. So together these all are promoting particularly this scheme across all the states with all the stakeholders. Now this is the scheme which is also operational. The name is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Kisan Sah Samriddhi Yojana, and again Department of Fisheries, Government of India is the major stakeholders, with the implementing agencies NAFED, NCDC, SFSC, and NERMAC. So NERMAC is dedicated particularly for the northeastern India, and for this scheme, almost around investment of 6,000 crores have been happened from the government side, and it almost cover all the sectors, not only the fisheries cooperative side. The main objective is the formalization of the fisheries sector, then their identification. The most beautiful thing which I am doing being the fisheries professional here in India is that the formation of NFDP has been happened. That is nothing but the National Fisheries Digital Platform. I don't think so such sort of facility has been created anywhere in the world other than India. And the main aim is that once that platform has been created, many of the things should route through that one platform. Now, among this scheme, the facilitating access to the institutional finance or the incentivization of adoption aquaculture, insurance, or incentivizing fisheries micro enterprises for improving fisheries sector through value chain efficiencies, so far and so forth. Many of the things are there, and it has been initiated. Like many things are there, operational hiccups are coming, but the things are moving forward. And who are the main targeted beneficiaries? Fishers, fish farmers, fish workers, fish vendors. For that matter, from our side, it is a fish farmer producer organization or the fisheries cooperatives, self-help groups. So all they have already been covered, and it is going steadily. This is one of those, what I can say, the representation of National Fisheries Digital Platform. Even if you Google, whenever you have time, you will get all these information. And it is a transformative initiative undertaken by Department of Fisheries, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India. And it is envisaged under the ongoing Pradhan Mantri Matsya Kisan Samriddhi Sah Yojana, which is a sub scheme of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. And creation of this NFDP will be a milestone achievement, as it will lay foundation for evidence based fisheries management. The main benefits while applying for this PMMKSSY, that once you do the registration on the NFDP, these are the different benefits that you will get. That credit facilitation is available. Then in case if you are fishery cooperative, then you can be the part of strengthening of fishery cooperative. Aquaculture insurance is there. Then performance grant is also available under PMMKSSY. Then traceability segment is there, and whatever the training and capacity building programs may happen for the fisheries cooperatives, you can be a part of it. But in order to avail all these facilities, you must be registered on the NFDP. And look at this data, like I have took this data just last night only. You see, in last 24 hours also 1458 registrations have been happened. If I have to talk about all the registrations that have been already created on this platform, it is 24,73,647. You look at the organization registrations, it is almost around 13,149 registrations. That means that much data of different organizations is already available on the website. And if you see from the cooperative segment, more than 6,000 cooperatives societies have already been registered at pan India level. And from FFPO side, it is more than 1,932. So this is not the small number. Much of the difficulties have come, but this project is going forward, and it is actually helping the fisheries cooperatives. Now this is one another thing. National Cooperative Export Limited, it is a multi-state cooperative society registered under MSCS Act 2002. It is jointly promoted by some of the leading cooperative societies in the country, like the Amul or IFCO, which we just talked some time back. Then Krishak Bharti Cooperative Limited, then National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation of India, which is in short we can call it as NAFED. And besides all these things, NCDC, the statutory operation corporation under the Ministry of Cooperation, is one of the promoter members. So through this NCL, I was just reading some time back, they have crossed multiple crores of commodities already until now, with a profit of 122 crores. So they are doing, means after the after the formation of this particular initiative, it is running very well. Now coming back to the last segment, this is LIFIC. LIFIC is nothing but the LINAC NCDC Fisheries Incubation Center, and it is the incubational support system for the fisheries cooperatives in India. It has been set up by NCDC at LINAC under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana in 2021. Almost now 4 years are coming for the completion, and so far they have trained number of batches. I am one of the visiting faculty over there, so I know. Now here, particularly all these cooperatives or those who are enrolling, they are getting a good support. It is a 6 month incubation program. Mentor expert support is already available. 1.5 month residential training is there, and 4.5 months in the field. They also get the stipends in both the stages. Like during 1 month training, also they got the stipend. During 15 days wrap up training, also they got the stipend. The most important thing is you get the field exposure. Like I have seen number of students over there, or the professionals, those who are coming from the cooperatives sector, they have been asked to visit the different fields. All the things will get arranged or organized by LIFIC itself. You do not have to pay any money. So only registration is mandatory. Even if you search normal by typing lific in the Google, you will get all the information. Okay, the major aim or incubation support is being given to the young professionals, progressive fish farmers, then fisheries based industries, and even other entities who will operate in collaboration with the fisheries cooperatives at the various level, be it primary, district, state, multi-state, or at a national level federation. And why it is beneficial particularly for the cooperative segment, reason being they have the 18 regional training centers which is spread across the country. Then upgradation of existing infrastructure has already been happened at Gurugram. Continuing investment and credit linkages to the fisheries cooperatives, then they have MOU signed with number of organizations, not only in India but outside of India as well. And the prospective incubators may get the benefit of Sahakar Mitra scheme of NCDC as well. So there are lots many benefits available which have been provided by the Department of Fisheries, Government of India in collaboration with Ministry of Cooperation, Government of India. So why I'm saying this all in much detail, because I'm viewing many of the participants are there from India as well. So they may take the benefits in case if they want, or they can pass the information to those who have actually require those information. Then this is a kind of first cooperative university which will get formed. Already the announcement has already been made. It is not that there is no any cooperative education available now. It is not like that. Cooperative education is already there, but first dedicated cooperative university will get formed shortly. And for that, announcement has already been done from Ministry of Cooperation, Government of India. This is one of the most innovative project which I have seen. It hasn't started yet, Sahakar taxi project. So already the tendering has been open, and NCDC have called the bids for this onboarding of technology partner for design, development, implementation, and operation of an online cab aggregation solution for Sahakar taxi project. So we will see how this project will move forward. But definitely these are few of the interesting things which are happening into the cooperative sector as well as in the fisheries. So that's from my end. I hope I have not bored you all, and in case if there are any question, I am open for it.